which is me, the embodiment of all that is not manly. Wait, yeah, that's me.
Right, I'm back, bitches.
And the other one.
Yeah. Wait, what? I can just quit anytime I want. Fuck you.
Just fuck it.
I am so disturbed by our fan base.
That was me.
Yes. That was Kisty's intro.
I know. You know what's funny? Since we did a Stitch last week, people have been tweeting me where to find excerpts of 50 Shades.
That is amazing.
I loved that. It was like one day I looked in my replies on TweetDeck and was just like, man, I have a lot of replies today. I haven't sent that many tweets. Oh god. Oh god.
You know what that says though? A lot of people have been listening
Yes.
now, huh?
Yeah. Last week's episode is actually pretty popular. I think it's like at 60 or 70 views already.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow. It's all thanks to Stitch.
Oh god. And Nurse Stoma.
And Tingle. And Nurse Effigy.
Oh god.
Oh god, I had a Blastoise earlier.
Oh god.
Bring back Pegasus.
Nightmare, quick. Intro.
That's actually a term.
Oh god, yeah.
That's actually a term for a seafood restaurant here in Pewter City, the Blastoise Hotel and Bar and Grill.
What is
Jason,
going
come
on here?
back.
Jason, come back to us.
I love it
Escape
that they
rope.
let us smoke out.
Escape rope, now.
Jason's not here anymore. Red rum.
Oh god.
Red rum. Okay, I'm good.
Nobody's gonna get that reference.
Kisty does, apparently.
I get it.
Kisty does. It's great. If you get that reference, you are awesome.
I get that reference.
If you have to look it up, go fuck yourself.
Welcome to this.
I'll work and no play makes nurse emphysema a dull
You're
nurse.
not Jack Nicholson.
Oh god.
Okay.
You're gonna make me edit.
We're not even
2 minutes.
We're not even 2 minutes in. Jason, you're gonna make me edit. We technically have barely started yet. You're still gonna make me edit.
Okay. Welcome to this week's episode of the Just Fucking Podcast. I'm your host, Nightmare, joined by the co-hostess, who's still a cat.
Meow, Kisty Nocturne.
And the man of many voices,
I know, right? My stable of voices,
Jason MD.
Mr. Jason MB. Yes.
And
Apparently it's a stable now, according
it's
to
a
Twitter.
stable. And our special guest, who's come back to us,
Baby, come back.
Chad.
Any kind of fool
It's
could
Chad.
see.
It's that Chad.
That's me.
God.
Oh god, now I feel like who wants to sing Earth Angel
No.
with me?
No.
No. I'm not going there. No.
God damn it.
That's a Retsupre reference.
Let's just have an hour of Jason doing voices.
I keep telling you guys that's the
Oh,
holiday episode.
Don't think it can't be done.
Jason doing voices is probably what will bring everyone to go, Jason, you're amazing.
He's gonna have conversations with himself in the different voices. Like, have Stitch talk to Pegasus, and Pegasus talk to someone else.
Ooh, little children. Ooh,
Yuki boy.
you attract them by the truckload. And you can get the little Yugi boy here. I love little blue things now. Friend. Yes. Friend.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's not. Chad, what have you done?
What are you guys talking about? We don't need you here.
I take it back. Take it back.
Take it back. He's opened
I'm gonna have
Pandora's
to cut out
box.
all my laughing through that.
Chad opened up Pandora's voice
You have
box.
to cut an hour.
Yes, we
then.
have. Speaking of Pandora's voice box, we need intros, people. And
Sweet segue.
I have to point out something. With intros, put a little effort into it, for crying out loud.
Make some sweet Skrillex dubstep.
No, not just that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, take audio from the podcast and put music underneath
Use it, people.
Or just cut a bunch of random clips together of our voices, you know. Just don't send me looped music and then just have Nightmare at the end going, welcome to the podcast. Because he always says that. So,
I always say that.
Why are you trying to make him Gus?
I'm not.
What's up, bitches?
I am the Gus of this
I know.
fucking group.
Hey, it's a podcast.
Cue the intro.
go with the podcast.
Ba, 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 ba.
Rooster Teeth.
I just copied
I'm puking it.
I'm so fucked.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm podcasting.
Penis, vagina, blowback.
Wow.
Yeah.
That came out of nowhere.
Yeah. But, yes, I got an intro this week that I was very disappointed in, especially after he plugged me about it during an AH stream, which I might have to add. I love our fans. I love we have listeners, but please stop plugging the podcast on AHTV when we're streaming, when Jason and I are on there.
We really don't appreciate that because we're there for AHTV. We're there for Achievement Hunter. We appreciate that people do listen to it. I realized the way we're making this sound is just like, how the fucking dare you people do this to us? But no, what we're really saying is we're there for Achievement Hunter. We're not there to plug our own show.
Nope.
If they somehow talk about it sometimes on the stream, like, during this we were talking about something like this just for the stream, that doesn't mean it gives you open range to just start plugging it in the chat. No, don't do that.
Exactly.
Right, like a couple of weeks ago we were on there and the whole thing was, we couldn't get on there at the moment Fragger wanted us because we were recording this. So as we came in, we said, by the way, we just got done recording. Thank you for being nice enough to wait on us.
And I came into that chat full of hate and spite.
Yes, you did, Night Mari. In fact, I even left that in at the end of last week's podcast because that was last week's podcast.
It's
But
someone like him too.
yeah,
Mhm.
but yeah, just
So Jason voices Angry Night Mari equals views. Got it.
Anger.
yes.
All of the anger. I can.
All of the anger.
You guys are just making me Gus at this point.
We might as well.
Really? Because I could go off on a shit ton. You know what? I'm getting Christy off
Yeah,
topic.
you are knocking
Yeah.
me off topic, Jason. I'm sorry. But I want to say, if you feel like plugging the podcast, retweet, Twitter us, post links from the SoundCloud to forum websites. I'm okay with you guys plugging everyone else, but do not plug it on AHTV streams.
Or 4chan.
Or it's on 4chan, whether we want it to be or not.
Oh god.
There's already pony versions of us somewhere on 4chan.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
That would be awesome, but
I
at
would
the
be-
same time,
I would be
fear
really
it.
worried. I fear it because I'd be like a Hydra pony for all the different voices. I'd have like a microphone on my flank, and I'd just be like a Hydra's head of like my head, and then Pegasus, and then Stitch, and then Emphysema Nurse Joy, and then Tingle, and all these other voices would just be like a Hydra
Or you
head.
could just be like a
God.
transforming like Ditto.
Yeah. Oh no, Ditto's Night Mari though.
I love dittos.
So
But,
if he loves Dittos and Jason is a Ditto, there you go. Nightmare loves Jason.
I know,
No, no.
but get ready to transform and roll out.
Oh
Well,
god.
now that Jason
wait,
Paul
said
Thunder
that,
sounds
someone
great.
will make it.
I know.
You know someone's gonna eventually make it. But
I need to
no.
see if Amy is a cunt, listens to this.
Amy's not a cunt.
You could always tweet it at her.
No.
I know, I know, I was messing.
Shout out.
I love Amy, by the way. She is so much fun to talk to over Twitter.
Name drop.
Yes, name
Well,
drop.
Yeah,
Woohoo.
because she's a really good artist.
I'm gonna
Yes,
make
yes.
another shout out
But,
podcast.
Oh,
Shout out to everybody.
we shout out to somebody every podcast, and I guess it's our way of kind of saying we like you.
Shout out to Scribbles and Jub Jub.
What?
Oh my God.
I actually have a third one. I have Scribbles, Jub Jub, and
And Mr. Stinky.
No, not
Mr.
Mr.
Stinky.
Mr. Boom Boom.
Oh,
Boom boom.
Mr. Boom Boom.
all I hear is baby talk.
No, it's
Yes.
during the HTV earlier this week when Darksiders came out. Fragger was playing it and had
Rolo T.
Rolo T from Channel Awesome, more specifically the Channel Awesome podcast.
Yes.
Oh, excuse me. And he went, Leon.
Dog distraction.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My dog's licking my pillow, so.
It's okay. My cat started licking my fluffy body pillow, so I'm
Okay.
like, what the heck is with these animals?
I know. He was on, and they were talking about nicknaming the zombies. The zombies you can resurrect in Darksiders as part of one of the skill trees.
No spoilers for me, please. I didn't watch
The
the stream
Hellhounds?
just because of that.
Oh, no.
Nah.
No, it's an ability, dude. You can, like, unlock this right off the bat. Like, you can start the game and go, yeah, I want to do this.
Oh, it's an ability.
Scribbles,
Yeah,
Jump Jumps, and Mr. Boom
the-
Boom.
I have to say, I enjoyed watching the Darksiders stream. Because
It is a very
Scribbles
good
and
game.
Jub Jub.
I want to get the game now after watching Fragger play it. That's
in
pretty much my
the-
thoughts on it. is
Yeah,
I
me
want
too.
to get
I really
this
want that
now.
game now.
I would highly recommend, just because they touch on so much that happened in Darksiders, that you either play the game or read a Wikipedia article about the game as its progression through the storyline, because as it goes, it touches on a lot of stuff.
I'll probably have to Redbox Darksiders if I can find it somewhere. Or actually use the, what is it, that Gamefly. I might actually have
Gamefly.
to have them
You
send
can
me
use
the
the,
game.
I
the
couldn't find a
GameStop
red box
7
with
day
Darksiders too.
rent feature.
Yeah. Well, I might be swapping out my Netflix for game rentals because, you know what, I'm falling behind on games even though I'm getting wonderful gifts from people on Steam. By the way, Nightmare, thank you for Dawn Guard.
You're fucking welcome, bitch.
Wow!
Vampire up, whore.
I'm sorry, I love you, Kirsty.
Yeah. Well, it's better. At least I get to play it, unlike DayZ, which Nightmare also got me.
You have not touched.
Well,
Yeah, fucking
yes,
welcome again.
thank you.
If you're thinking about
Even though I'm letting my husband play that.
if you're thinking about switching to game rentals, I can't recommend enough GameFly. I've had it for almost
Yeah.
a year, and it's been absolutely amazing.
I need to talk to my husband about it, but that's something I do want to do. Is I want to give up Netflix and get GameFly, but
I would
I
never
kinda
do
don't
that
blame
for
you,
a million years.
because-
it's either one or the other, or we give up the Minecraft server. Which, by the way, Nightmare, I need to talk to you about eventually.
Why?
We might have to shut it down,
Okay.
but we'll see what's going on with that.
It's
'cause-
not like it can't be rebuilt.
Well, no, it's not that it can't
We
be
can
rebuilt.
rebuild.
It's just we might have to take it off of being a paid server to it running on my husband's computer again, which means Laggyville for all of us.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Or it means that limited amount of players can be on at one time, like 5 people.
It's usually not that
yeah.
many anyway.
So when we have 48 slots. Anyways, let's get off Minecraft because once I get started on that, can't
Kids didn't
stop.
have enough computer problems, anyways.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, Darksiders 2,
Yes.
go
Yeah.
buy it.
Highly recommend Darksiders. It is a very fun, good game.
And Dust.
Dust, Elysian Tale as well. I actually haven't personally played that, not even the
I've heard awesome things about it.
I think I watched Fragger play it for 5 minutes, and then
then we started.
yeah.
more
I've seen
Metroid.
videos of it. That's the one where the guy hand painted everything in the game, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
This guy spent
Also,
3
there's-
years on this.
Oh. Wow.
Also, there's there's Shady Box and Kerberfur do stuff in that, along with Takahata 101.
Yeah, they're voice actors in the game. This guy pretty much did it all by himself too.
Oh.
Yeah, which is amazing.
Like he outsourced
Impressive.
the music, but most of the coding and the artwork is all him.
Oh wow.
yeah.
That
So
is
that's why-
Impressive.
Yeah,
That's good.
It's well worth the price of admission just to go, hey dude, excellent job.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah, and it's a great game besides, so definitely worth
Yeah,
the price.
my
of admission.
Minecraft skin in 360 is Dust.
Yeah,
Wait a
I did
minute.
see
oh,
that you play
that's
as an
360.
animal though, and that means maybe furry related. I don't know.
Not
I don't know.
really.
I'm Tails
Was a
in
human
Minecraft
animal kind of thing? I don't
Xbox.
know.
Eh.
no, that is Tails kind of freaks me out because I'm okay with him being a fox.
A fox with 2 tails is too much.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's just like, dude, what genetic mutation do you have? And then he's like, oh, by the way, I can go as fast as Sonic the Hedgehog, only in the air. What? And then he rides
Actually, you can't go that fast.
yeah, he can. He
Mind
can.
blown.
No, he can fly that fast, but he can't run that fast.
No,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. He can fly as fast as Sonic can run.
Yep.
Which is really creepy.
Think
And
about
then
that for a second.
Fidget is the deformed version of Tails because it has bat wings and freaky.
Yeah.
I really
I
just
don't-
want you
I don't
guys to
remember
think about
Fidget.
this for a second. Sonic can run at Sonic speeds. He can break the sound barrier.
And
Which is
Tails
very
can keep
fun.
up with him
And
in the air.
Yeah, and Tails can do that in the air.
However,
That is-
on the ground, not so much.
Yeah, he's not
Nope.
so swift. Thank
Yeah.
you, 1990 Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon starring Steve Urkel.
Yay!
Can
You know what's funny? As
Knuckles run as fast as Sonic?
Got any cheese?
No, Knuckles can glide, but
Yeah,
not
he can
as
glide,
but not
He
as
just
fast
can't
as
run as
Sonic
fast.
runs. But yeah, I didn't.
Can Shadow go as fast as Sonic?
yes.
With
Yes.
his shoes, yes.
With
he
with
has to
his
have the
shoes.
shoes, though.
Yeah, he can't do it barefoot. Nobody can do it barefoot.
Well, Sonic can.
Usain
Here's
Bolt
what's
can't do
funny.
it barefoot.
Sonic can do it barefoot.
Flash can do it barefoot.
I didn't learn that Jameel White was doing Sonic's voice until my brother-in-law pointed it out to me a couple months ago.
Oh, hey, it's Urkel.
Yeah. Because
Can I
he
just-
was on Dancing with the Stars, and my brother came right in the room, and he goes, "That's Sonic the Hedgehog!" And I'm like, "No, it's not." And he goes, "Yeah, it is." I'm like,
It's Urkel the Hedgehog.
and so I went back and listened, and I was like, "Oh," because I
Right?
booted it up on Netflix and watched it, and I went, "Oh my god, it is him!"
Oh my god, that would be so amazing to finish a level and then all of a sudden you beat Dr. Robotnik and he says, "Did I do that?"
Oh, God.
It starts blowing up. Did I do that?
Well, doesn't he say that like in the show once or twice? Like,
I don't know. I
did
didn't watch
I
that
do
piece of
that?
shit.
But he didn't
He
do it
does
in the
make-
Urkel voice.
He does make it very... He kind of plays Sonic as a very cool cat character. I used to watch this all the time because I was so young when it came out.
Wait, was this the good Sonic or the bad Sonic cartoon?
This is the good Sonic. This is about the time Sonic had like 2 or 3 series on the air, and one of
Yeah.
them was like Sonic the Hedgehog, and then the other one was Sonic Underground, and then the other one was
Underground.
Sonic's actually Underground was a really good series, but I'll go into that in a second.
It was, but it was cheesy as fuck.
Yeah.
No, it really was. Sonic Underground was cheesy as fuck. Hell no.
The first episode was pretty cheesy.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll give you
was.
the first episode was cheesy, but it actually had ongoing plot threads throughout the entire series.
Which is a good thing.
Which is amazing for a kid's cartoon in the 90s.
And it's also amazing
Yes.
that the actual Sonic series doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Because they had
So-
Sonic the Hedgehog, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and then they had
Right.
Sonic Underground.
Right.
Which, for me, it was always Sonic the Hedgehog. I didn't get into The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog until much, much later. But
Right.
apparently, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog was the prequel to Sonic the Hedgehog. I know, confusing.
Wasn't there a Sonic DX or GX, something like that?
There's a Sonic X that was
It's-
aired
Yeah,
on
there you
the
go.
4Kids.
It's
Or
still
not the 4Kids,
airing.
the
It wasn't terrible.
It's on
No,
ABC
this-
Family
this-
now.
The series is over, but they're just airing the episodes now.
Oh, okay.
It's not a terrible series.
It's not
It-
a terrible series.
I watched the first episode and I was like, okay, I think I can live with this.
It goes
Who
on-
are all these other characters?
It goes on for way too fucking long.
It
No, I
does.
saw it. I'm like, oh, hi, Sonic 2006. What are you doing
Right.
here?
I think
Yeah.
it's like 75, 80 episodes.
Dang,
Yeah.
how many chili dogs can he eat?
He doesn't even eat
Chili dogs.
I
What?
need to look this up. Sonic.
It
He
is
has to eat
wiki.
chili dogs.
He doesn't have
Bro.
to.
Yeah, look up how many episodes there are in Sonic X, because I'm sure there are a lot. I'm
Too
pretty sure
many.
75 is actually lowballing.
Sonic X.
Sonic X Wiki. And the number of episodes.
Race.
There were 3 seasons of that show.
Yes. 78 episodes.
Oh, I was
Oh,
so
Kisty
close,
wins.
just guessing.
3 seasons, though.
3 seasons.
3 seasons. Original run was April 6th, 2003 to March 28th, 2004. So in almost a year's time span, they got 3 seasons out. course,
Braceface
this is-
didn't even get that many seasons.
Yeah,
Whoa.
but this was from Japan. That's probably the Japan
that's-
Japanese episodes. In
yeah.
North America,
We spanned that shit out.
Yep.
'Cause we
originally
know
aired
about
on
DVD
August
marketing.
13th, 2012.
Hmm.
Oh wait,
Are you sure about that?
sorry, June 7th, 2010.
Okay. I was like,
Yeah, and because July
Some doesn't
2009,
sound
they
right
uploaded
there.
a preview subtitled episode in the Japanese version. And then they did the release of season 1 on the YouTube channel in June 7th, 2010. And then the dub version of the complete first season was aired on the 4Kids YouTube channel.
Oh, I can't imagine watching Sonic not dubbed.
Yeah.
I think Dan Green did a voice at some point for it.
Yeah, he
Probably.
does Knuckles. He's Knuckles.
Oh yeah, he's Knuckles in the series.
Yeah,
Thanks.
because I got in an argument with my brother over Knuckles' voice actor.
I
'Cause,
died.
Apparently, oh god, I gotta look up his name because I always forget it, and I know him best as Colonel Roy Mustang.
Um,
Oh, hold on.
fuck. I know this.
Hold on.
Uh,
I can
we
do
we
this.
got this. We got
I
this.
got this. Google, don't let me down.
Google, don't fail.
Google the age TV bunny?
No. Google's so adorable.
Voice actor
Hold on.
Travis Willingham.
Damn it.
Fuck, I know this.
Yes. Well, no. Here's what happened: is that Travis did Knuckles' voice in Sonic Generations so well,
Oh,
I
wait,
thought it
what?
was Dan Green for a minute.
Wait, what? Who is
Yeah.
it?
Travis Willingham, who plays Colonel Roy Mustang in Fullmetal Alchemist and Brotherhood.
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yes.
I like
I
Wendy
wasn't gonna
Lee.
forget Brotherhood. I love Brotherhood.
Oh.
I can't wait for the movie.
I was
'Cause
gonna
It's
I-
already
read-
out.
Is it?
The Star of
dubbed?
Milos? Yeah, that's already out in dub. I
The
saw
Conqueror
it,
of Shambhala?
Conqueror of
No.
Shambhala has been out for years.
Oh,
I love that
that's
movie.
first series. That's first series.
That was such
yeah,
a good movie.
Star of Milos has been out for about a month on DVD.
Fuck, I missed it.
Like,
Okay,
you can go
then.
to Best Buy and pick that up.
Well, you know me. I wait for it on Netflix.
I know.
I
but,
have to now.
I know.
Damn it. They only have 39 episodes of Brotherhood on Netflix still, and I'm like, it's not the whole season. There's 65 episodes.
Kissy, there's this amazing thing. It's called YouTube.
Yeah, well, I've been
What?
trying to
What
go
is that?
legit.
That's how I watch Naruto.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
That-
really?
That's how I
That's how
grudgingly
I
watch
watched-
Naruto.
Why did I ever,
Watched.
why did I ever start watching Naruto?
Oh, come on, guys. There's so many good sites that have better that have, higher quality versions
Well,
of Naruto than
no.
YouTube.
I know, but I also was like bored at a job, and YouTube was one of the sites they weren't pissed off me going to. So I was like, what can I do? Sure, I'll take an 8-episode span.
Yeah.
Oh god, dude.
You guys just
so
lost
many
me because
fillers.
I might be watching this later. Well, not Naruto. I'm talking the FMA Brotherhood movie.
I
Right.
fucking
Because
hate Naruto.
I just saw a preview of it like the other day, so I was like, oh, I can't wait for this to come out. But they didn't give a date.
I'm
You know
going
what's
on
bad?
record and saying this. Naruto sucks.
Hey!
You know what's bad? Shippuden, not that bad a series now in the
I
manga form.
love Shippuden.
Yeah, in the manga form, they're in a war. A
There's
full-scale
a giant
war.
war, and some chapters drag on, but for
Itachi's
the
not
most
dead
part,
anymore.
they are actually progressing the story with everything they do, and I'm like, holy crap, this is amazing for a manga.
Yeah.
Please don't spoil, because I don't read the manga. I only
Oh, I'm not gonna
watch the
spoil.
anime.
I'm not gonna spoil a thing. Literally everything I said is something that you could have seen happen in Shippuden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like okay, here's an example. How far in the anime are you?
In the anime, the last episode, they just had Naruto escape, the Turtle Island.
Okay, I know where he's
Okay.
at then.
Okay.
Does
You
he have sage
remember-
mode yet?
That's the last episode of Shippuden that was released in the anime.
Yeah,
See,
yeah. Sage
I
Mode was a
stopped
long
watching-
time ago from the Turtle Island.
Oh wait, I don't mean sage. I mean the.
No, don't say it.
Okay.
I stopped
Um,
watching when the old woman died, like back in
That was
season
way early in the series.
Yeah, I know. Well, I kind of got tired of the whole Dragon Ball Z kind of ending where it's like nothing would happen and like nothing would get done. It's just you watch the episode and they're still running to save everybody, and it's
Right.
like, what the hell is
He
going
He still
why
hasn't
stop-
met Sai yet.
That's why I stopped watching the show and started reading the manga, because I got so pissed with that stuff. It's like, Jesus Christ, you spent an entire 20-minute episodes having people jump through trees.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that shit. But no, that actually was going to be my example, was they do have Dragon Ball Z logic where, oh man, this guy is so powerful and he has so many jutsus and he can do this and that. The fight between Sakura and the old woman from the Sand Village and
Sasori.
Sasori is a prime example of how they can go, okay, he's stronger than us, but we can outsmart him.
Dude's got 100
Yes.
puppets.
Yeah, dude's got 100 puppets. Oh, we're only
That
going
was
to
a
use
great
5,
fight.
and we're going to use them strategically.
No, she
Yep.
had 10, and she used each finger to control one puppet.
Right.
Yeah,
That's why
that's
I
true.
got mad at Nightmare for telling Lindsay to not watch all the fillers, because if she's got to watch all the fillers, it leads up to the story. It's really good.
No, it does not.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. The filler in the show is just like is just like what you put between two commas in a sentence. You can take that out and it's not needed anymore. The sentence still makes sense.
Preposition.
And besides, I
Right,
said
a
for the original
preposition phrase.
series, because...
Oh god, if you do that, it's only like 50 episodes.
Exactly!
It's
But I
so
like the filler. I didn't like it obviously as much as the main storyline, but
Okay.
I like the filler episodes.
There
No,
are-
I
When
don't-
they're funny
if-
and entertaining, but if you're
Yeah,
just
what-
showing jumping through trees, it's not as entertaining. It's annoying.
There are really
Oh,
good
yeah.
filler arcs in Naruto, the original series, but there are a lot of bad ones you have to suffer through to get there.
Curry of
Yes.
Life, done.
It's Curry of Life, and what's worse is the bad ones get more episodes than the good ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just don't like when they did like they did like a 40 episode of break. Like if you're gonna do filler episodes, give me like maybe 2, 3 in a row. Don't give me
Right.
40 episodes in a
Yeah,
row.
well, that's the thing is they make their own arcs with it, and that's why a lot of times people don't want to read the manga because they're worried that the filler arcs are actually in the manga, and that frightens the hell out of me sometimes when I sit down to read a manga because I'm just like, oh man, this is gonna be so. Oh god, that was actually in here.
Oh no.
Oh god. So, I drive myself crazy with it because I'm just like I don't want to read this if it's that shit. Which is why I was so concerned when I switched over from watching Bleach to reading the Bleach manga, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna read a bunch of the old chapters just to see how well they translated from manga to script.
Nope.
And then I was like, oh, the bounce aren't in here.
Okay.
Everything makes so much more sense now.
Believe it.
That's like
Oh.
my example of Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was reading the manga, because
They don't
in
touch
the
card
manga
games for a while.
they cover season 0.
Oh yeah, season 0
And-
is fun.
Yami
Where Yugi smoked?
Yami is a fucking
Psychopath? Yeah.
He's
he's
a
fucking
psychotic dick. That's what
Yeah.
he is.
I mean, there's death in there, and
Did she?
yeah,
Lil Karibo did 2 episodes of season 0 abridged.
Yeah,
I know I haven't watched them because he got taken down. Remember?
Again?
Before I
I thought
could
he was
watch
back up.
them.
He
I
has
was-
a backup channel.
I know, but the backup channel wouldn't load for me that day, so
Okay.
I kind of got frustrated and stopped watching. I know I need to go back. I need to finish a bridge. I know I need to watch the backup channel. I'll get around to it. I've
Did
had
they
a
only
lot
go
on my
up to
plate the
15
last 3
episodes?
weeks.
For what?
For the Yu-Gi-Oh! The newer series version abridged. Did they only go up to 15 episodes? Because that's all they have on the channel.
For
Oh no,
GX?
he hasn't had. No. He's talking about for on the new channel Little Karibo made, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
he hasn't uploaded all the episodes onto it yet, mostly because he's trying to do them slowly but surely to make sure YouTube doesn't go, hey, this account has a lot of activity going on. Let's see
Yeah.
what's up. Oh, we're
He's
gonna
moving
ban
to
your
Blip.
ass.
He's moving to Blip TV.
Right.
So
I don't-
he's migrating the file. He's trying to keep the files up on YouTube while at the same time trying to get them on Blip for his website because he's also rebuilding that.
Right. And with Blip, he can make more monetary funds.
Yes, and he will. He's basically stated that the only reason his webpage gets taken down is from trolls. People will flag his stuff because they can, and he's like,
Jerks.
there are other people out there with worse quality parodies.
Yep.
Than
This
his,
is awesome.
and they're not getting taken down. He's getting taken down because people are like, "Oh, I'm just gonna be a troll and flag it."
Trust me, no one's ever going to read my scripts for Digimon Abridged.
You made a Digimon abridged script?
There's a Digimon Abridged trailer I made out there that I'm so ashamed of. But the only thing I actually like is I made a joke where it involves the first episode when they're fighting not Kabuterimon, but Kawagamon.
Yeah.
And it's just like, snip, snip, gonna eat you guys. Joe's holding out Gomamon, going, eat him first.
I mean, I made a script for Beyblade, the abridged series.
Yeah, because
Okay.
that's hard.
Guys, I just got the most sinister idea ever.
We're not making a JFI abridged.
Why
With
not?
Jason's voices.
Why not?
No.
We have Jason.
Welcome to the Pokemon Center 1 Kids and No Whacking.
We're
We're
not making the JFI abridged.
Why
I
not?
want to do this.
Come on.
It's not an
Nightmare.
animated series.
Why not?
Hug
we
me
have
with
the
my
people.
manly voice.
We have Jason and his wonderful pocket of voices. We have my womanly quality to play the female characters with the most sappy voices ever. And Nightmare, we got you to play the hero. Come on.
And my pocket full of miracles.
What series would you guys choose?
We'll talk about this later.
No, we
No.
talk about this now. Let's do it.
We
Come
won't.
on.
No.
I shit you not, I've been trying to put together a shot-for-shot remake of the first few episodes of Yu Hakusho Abridged in HD, just to give to Lenny Pator. dear God, that is so much harder than I thought it was going to be.
Jason?
Finger bang.
Jason?
Yeah.
Call me. I'll
Huh?
do it. I'll do it.
Can't still
No,
do
I'm like 80% done with episode 1.
Damn!
I have all the HD footage.
Okay.
It just takes me forever to line up and match the shot for shots, and then do the lip sync, and then, because I'm doing it, and then I'm upgrading it to where Dragon Ball Z Abridged is now, like with
Okay.
better lip sync and all that other stuff. So that's what's taking me so long. I may actually never get it done, but I'm trying.
Okay, so you're remastering is what you're doing.
That's a better version. Yeah, I'm trying to remaster Yu Yu Hakusho Abridged.
Alright. Go for it. Do it.
Do.
Okay, moving on. We have to talk about the video that Jason showed us before we started recording the podcast.
The mariachi guys.
She was caught in a landslide, eaten by a lion.
Well, 'cause-
got run over by a crappy little scion.
Because
Don't go
we're a
too
half
long.
hour into the podcast, so I kind of have to bring it up.
Okay, I want to preface this.
Yes.
Because they all saw this video for Train's new song, Ways to Say Goodbye. And I gave this link to them, which I hopefully will put in the link dump.
We will.
And I donate plasma for extra money. And when we go in, they always have a TV on, and they generally have it turned to like VH1 or FX, so we'll watch movies or watch music videos, and we have no control over that. And I'm bored, so I'm looking up one day, and all of a sudden David Hasselhoff walks onto the screen. I'm like, oh man, the Hoff, he hasn't had a... Wait, he's not singing? What do you mean this is a Train song? Why is that woman dying so much?
Who is this Train?
What is this weird... Why is there a mariachi band? How is death in the produce aisle?
What is this rabbi doing?
It's a random rabbi.
Microphone corn.
Microphone
Right.
corn.
Microphone corn. That's the best part to me. It's the song is all about how a guy has had a messy breakup, but it is obvious from the context of the video that the woman broke up with him. So instead of telling the truth of, oh man, we broke up, you don't even have to say she broke up with me. He comes up with these really elaborate lies of ways that she's passed on. And
Yep.
everyone believes him because they haven't seen her alive to disprove it.
Yep.
So the entire song is more or less like little choruses or little lyrics of how much the relationship was good for him, and then the chorus is all these horrible ways she's died.
Yep.
Yeah, and then,
Fallen
like, you
in a
see, like-
landslide or
Oh, that
Cement
part with the nail in the
quicksand.
video. Oh,
She was
God, that was
caught in a
awful.
landslide, eaten by a lion, got run over by a crappy little scion.
My
And
favorite
then
part.
there's-
My favorite part's whenever he saw the guy in the audience with
Oh,
the
yeah,
with the
the
giant
nail.
posters,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a guy in the audience who's like holding up all these condolence pictures.
and he's like,
This lead singer Chain's so happy. He's like, yeah, people love this song. Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
God.
I'm lying about someone's death.
oh shit.
yeah.
I love when the girl dances horribly. That was
Yeah.
amazing to me.
Oh wait, what is that one?
That's
was,
the girlfriend is in like the crowd
I know,
and she's
but-
dancing
yeah.
absolutely
But-
like
but
ridiculously drunk.
The line
died
is
at
she
a
danced
dance
herself
club.
to death. Yeah, she died at a crappy little East Side dance club. She danced to death at an East Side dance club. That's the line.
And he, the one with the lion on her bed.
Yes, that was great. Got eaten by a lion.
And the lion's eating her bra, which I
Right,
just
the lion's
died
eating
on.
her bra. My favorite one is got caught in a cement mixer full of quicksand.
And then like this girl just comes out of nowhere and steals her shoes.
Right, because she's
Like,
ass
fucked
end up. So she's just like, her feet are sticking in the air. This woman's like, oh my god, shoes.
Oh my god,
Oh my god,
shiz.
shiz. Shiz.
Shiz.
Let's get some
Shiz.
shiz.
Let's get some
Get
shoes.
some shoes. Let me borrow that top.
These shoes are
Let me borrow
$300
that
fucking
top.
dollars.
Oh.
Ooh, designer shoes for $400. Gimme.
Just you
Hold on,
can't say
I-
it.
I wanna read all the ways she dies. It's just that funny to me. I don't know what
Well,
it is.
no, save it for our listeners to actually go
Whoa.
and hit the link in the linked up to give that video more views.
But this brings up an interesting point. Jason, do you have a weird obsession with death?
The weird thing is, when I first saw it, I didn't even hear the lyrics. I was just like, why is David Hasselhoff why is Death there?
Why is
there a
Death?
mariachi
band?
Why are they at a concert all of a sudden? This doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So then they have the name of the song, and so I go home and I immediately Google it and watch the video again because it was so entertaining, and it's really, really fun. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Oh, no, the first one is a great one. The first way she died. She went down in an airplane, fried getting suntan, fell in a cement mixer full of quicksand.
The only hard part to watch of that video is the part where she steps on the nail. Oh, I hate that.
Yeah. Stepping on the nail and falling down the stairs that's why, like, you
Turns
guys
into
were...
her being the obvious ragdoll.
Right.
Yeah. It was a dummy. But,
That's the point. That's
when we were watching it, we were all in the Skype call. Let's explain this to our viewers. We were all in the Skype call. You guys were all, like, 5 seconds behind me, so I saw it, and I just went, ugh! And you guys just, without a doubt, didn't react to me. And then all of a sudden I hear this, like 5 seconds after me, I'm like, well, they're at the nail part.
I've seen it like 3 times now, so that just doesn't bother me at all.
Oh, I hate nails and stuff like that. Oh,
In the foot,
I've got a nail in my foot before like that.
I will actually say my favorite one, my favorite death, but it's not really a death because it happens to people every day. It's fell and no one caught her.
Oh.
I'm just like, really? That killed her?
It can kill.
When
Well,
I
if
first...
you looked, her head rolled right off.
oh God.
No, that's because he got popped off by a car while she was checking out some muscly
Jackhammer, dude.
jackhammer dude. I think it was that guy that was in the immersion with the video game clothes.
The one with, like, Griffin's, like, rubbing him down with oil.
Yeah, I think that's the same guy.
Griffin, what are you doing?
Nothing? No one?
Oh yeah.
Hey, I thought this was supposed to see how much clothing affects fighting styles.
Did you guys catch that they're going to make an Immersion Season 2?
With Michael
Yes,
and Gavin.
with Gavin
They are?
and Michael.
Yes.
Yes.
Gavin and
Oh
Michael
my
will
God.
be the test subjects.
That makes my night.
God. See,
Nightmare.
I'm tempted to see what horrible, horrible things they make Gavin do, and Michael just turns around and goes, I got
Fuck this.
I got
Michael's
this.
been
I
through
got
shit.
this.
No, he'll say, yeah, I got this. See Gavin do it? Yeah, fuck this.
Yeah, always make Gavin go first. He'll
Yeah.
just be like, today we're going to check out what happens when you step on a jello landmine, like what you do in a Call of Duty when somebody places some C4 in front of, or Claymore in front of you.
Oh,
Gavin, go ahead. Oh my god! Oh, my knob! It's going to pop me in my knob!
oh God.
Do creepers actually blow up?
Do creepers actually...
Do red barrels actually blow up when you shoot them repeatedly?
Right.
Exactly.
So in this case, Gavin's going to be a zombie and Michael's going to be shooting the barrel. What?
What?
Or better yet,
Oh, the babe, the zombie.
Gavin is in the barrel.
Gavin's in the barrel.
Gavin, no, even better.
Gavin is the barrel.
The barrel.
If you fall from giant heights, do you die just like in Halo?
Could an
Goodness.
ODST actually survive a Halo fall? What?
So, to test this out, we got one of these new fancy astro planes.
And by astroplanes, we mean we're going to push you off the top of this tower. Whoa!
And by drop soldiers, we mean we're going to stuff you inside trash cans and throw you off.
Yeah. Have fun. We put styrofoam in
Wow.
there.
We're just gonna kill Gavin in this podcast, huh? Jesus.
It's not our
Oh,
fault.
God, I feel so bad. You know who I actually commend this week is Michael, Rage Quit Jones, for not only braving through finding all the collectibles he could and helping out on maps for Darksiders 2, but also I saw him earlier today recording his Let's Play for Resident Evil 4 after having to play Darksiders for the better part of 3 weeks to find all the collectibles. So,
Yeah.
hats off to him for
Yeah.
keeping us entertained and entertained on his own personal channel.
Well, first we need some hats.
Oh, God.
I've been watching too much Arrested Development.
Michael's Let's Plays of Resident Evil, they're always hilarious. There's one specific episode that, even today, if I go back and rewatch it again, I'm on the floor crying, laughing so hard. It is, like, the most funny thing I've ever seen in my life.
What is it? Which
It's the episode where he's chasing the guys, like the monk guys, around the room, and they're like running away from him.
Oh yeah, he's like,
He
come back here, you
gets so
little son
pissed
of a
off. He's
bitch!
like, I'm getting so mad right now. You guys don't even know. And
I'm
it's-
like rage quit levels right now, man. Get back here, you little son of a bitch!
It's like rage quit, except better. It's
Except
amazing.
Yes,
better.
it is because he's not trying to do it for a video. He's actually trying to be productive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, I got this. Don't worry.
Guys, I got. Why are they running?
That
I
that's
had
Are
the same problem.
that
I had
brings
that
me to
same problem.
RT Life this week.
With
House.
Michael screaming through the
does?
floor and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Carrie
let's not
like
make
like
this a sound war."
should I peek in? And Lindsay's like, I don't think you should do it. I warn
What,
you.
Carrie?
It's like, what, Carrie? And I'm like, why did that make it into the video? But
I like little poor Carrie screaming off like, oh.
No, he's screaming off and flailing his arms around.
I know. No, my favorite part is like Miles is like, oh man, he does this when I'm trying to do recordings. Like, oh my god, are you recording right now? No, but when I have somebody in the sound booth like Bernie or Joel or Gus, and then it's just like all of a sudden, god damn it, and like maybe we should make some noise, and he like fake stomps, and all of a sudden Lindsay realizes the horror she almost unleashed. So it's like, no, we can't have a sound war.
Sound war, God.
Is it just me, or does Carrie's voice not match his body?
I have to agree with you on that, Chad.
I
I
imagine
do.
his voice one way, and every time I hear it, it's like, that's really what he sounds like? Really?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I love Carrie. Carrie is amazing, and
Yeah,
he's
he's
especially
awesome.
amazing as the squirrel in Nature Town.
Shout out to Carrie Shawcross.
I thought we agreed it was Miles last week.
Yeah, I thought it was Miles.
No, it's Carrie this week. It's clearly Carrie this week.
Okay, so Carrie and Miles are swapping off on the squirrel?
Fido the squirrel.
Yeah, Fido the squirrel. I think it's. Is it just me? It sounded like Carrie this week. Let me go back. and-
I don't know,
I have
Jason.
no
you
idea.
Jason, you get on that. We'll talk. We'll keep talking.
Okay, I'm on this.
We'll
All
keep
right.
dancing.
We got
Keep
this.
dancing.
Yeah,
dancing.
because this will be the third week in
dancing.
the row that we've had to correct ourselves on who
Right.
plays the squirrel in Nature Town.
We gotta catch ourselves every time.
We're just never gonna know.
We're
Never.
never gonna get it right.
Never.
Well, no. Here's Chris's total mindfuck. There's two squirrels.
Whoa.
That may actually be true.
BRB. Let me just pick up
Mind
the pieces
blown.
of my brain that just fell everywhere.
I can't even piece this together right now. Like, what is going on?
Yeah,
Two?
like there might be two sloths. So we
Or
didn't
maybe
see
there are
one
two
Gus
squirrels.
sloth.
I'm trying to figure out how to mute you guys
There is no mute.
Whoa. Jeez.
There is no mute, Jason.
so I can listen to the squirrel.
Listen closely, damn it.
Do it after the
Can you guys
podcast.
talk? No, I'm doing
Do
it now.
Do it after I've
We'll
left.
do it. We'll do it live.
Why
Fuck
don't they
it,
have,
we'll
like,
do it
credits or
live.
something so they know who the voices are.
Because they film it like a movie, and then they put it all together for a box, for a DVD.
I know, but people want to know.
I know.
Like Jason.
Wait a minute. Go look up the YouTube. It probably has the voices.
It doesn't.
It doesn't?
No.
Assholes.
Whoa.
Whoa. Kissy, jeez.
What? They don't pay us. We plug them all
They
the
don't
time.
pay. They don't pay my bills.
Yeah.
Open Gangnam Style.
I can't hear that phrase without laughing anymore because of the fact that all I can picture is Miles dancing.
Yeah.
No matter what. It's just like, ever since they released that RT Life now, it's like, okay, Miles has actually done the dance now. We have it pictured. It's never leaving our brains.
Guys,
Did you see the new version of Open Gangnam Style video and song released?
There's
No.
a new one.
There's
Yeah,
a new
with
version.
the girl on the train, the girl with the red hair. She's actually a singer, and they
Okay.
released another version of her and him singing it, but she sings the majority of the song, and it's awful. Like the video
Oh.
is a lot sexier because she's in it and she's doing some sexy moves and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
the singing
well, she
overall,
was
is-
hot.
the singing overall is just terrible. Like it's way worse. He sings his main parts, but that's it.
Oh, okay.
Oof. It makes me a little sad.
You know,
She's
I
like,
don't.
Open
I'm
Gangnam Style.
not gonna
Ugh.
watch it because now that I think about it, you know, I don't want to ruin what a good thing.
It's
that
at
it
least
is.
worth one watch because you
I'll
might
watch
like
it.
it.
I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot.
If you really want to see a good video by Psy, go back and watch his other most popular music video right now. It is like the same style as the opening anime song. It's amazing. Amazing song.
Apparently, Jason was watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason was watching it. It's clearly his second best song. It's awesome.
I'm actually watching a parody video called Gundam Style, which is the same song,
Jason,
but they just put Gundam heads over everybody's head. It's the exact same video, but it's just Gundam heads.
Oh, there was crap. My husband showed it to me. It was a parody song. It was a really good parody song of a very annoying song. It was Call Me Baby, but I forgot which parody it was.
Was it Call Me Baby in a Star Trek?
Oh, my husband is telling me.
It's like, here's my penis, so touch it maybe. Like that one.
Have you guys seen the one where they do the entire Call Me Maybe song in lines from Star Trek The Next Generation?
No, I have not.
No.
It is amazing. That had to take like days upon days just to find the footage. Because it's every word perfect. It's just in terms of editing all that together.
Yeah, keep going.
Go on. No, just think about that. Every word is said by a different character, so he had to go through and find where they said these words.
That's gotta be an asshole.
Yeah.
I find those hard to understand because it just moves so fast.
Guys, I just remembered something fucking amazing.
What? Night Mari.
Megas XLR.
Yeah, oh my god, I love that show.
Why does that show have no DVDs?
I don't know.
This is fucking disappointing me now.
Guess you don't know shit.
You didn't? What? You never heard of Megas?
I might have. I need to see the artwork for it to know it. That's how I know what animes I have and have not watched.
It's not an anime.
It's not an anime. It's an American-made show with an anime style to it.
Oh, then probably not.
It was so good, though.
The basic premise is, there's an intergalactic war, more or less, going on, and these people finally have the upper hand, but they're forced to, abandon it, more or less, and send it to Earth.
In the past.
Yeah, in the distant past. And, these musclehead guys who love cars, they're just kind of lifelong losers, but they really know mechanics, end up finding it and incorporating this giant mech into their car. Like, the control scheme for it is their car. So
sounds like Transformers with mechs.
It's not. It's
no.
Like
they have to have the car on top of it. The car is the head.
Oh, okay.
The car doesn't transform.
Yeah, Power Ranger Zord, more or less.
Now you said that, I'm remembering it.
It's such a funny show because
Bruce Campbell was on that show.
Bruce Campbell's in the show. Steve Bloom's in the show.
Wendy Lee.
Steve Bloom was the sidekick character.
Wendy Lee was in that show.
Is the guy in the elevator in it?
No.
No.
There is
Damn
no.
it.
He was not able to make an appearance because this was made like probably 6 years before that existed.
That's for Kissy, so that way she can see it.
Oh, thank you, Night Mari.
Yeah.
And it had like one of the funniest intros ever for a theme song.
Yep, I remember the show now. Yep.
It explained the thing, and then all of a sudden it was, "We love fighting robots. Chicks dig fighting robots. We dig fighting
remember
robots."
this now.
Yeah.
This show was fucking hilarious.
Here's the thing. I only saw previews. I never got to actually watch the show.
It's amazing to be like remember so many shows, and then people like remember these really random shows, and you're like, oh my god, I remember that show too. Like, there's so many of those. You guys remember Hi Hi Puffy Yummy Yumi? I mean,
that show was good.
There's just so many shows that you can't think about because they weren't as popular as the other ones, but they're still like, holy shit, yeah, that show was awesome.
G.I. Joe.
Everybody remembers G.I. Joe.
Awesome.
Yeah, everyone remembers G.I. Joe.
Mortal Kombat,
random.
the actual series. Or animated series, sorry.
Oh, Ozzy and Drix. How about that?
Oh god, I can't believe that made into a series.
Angela Anaconda.
Nobody
I
wants to
can't
remember
believe that survived.
Nobody wants to remember that at all.
No. Some of us don't want to ever remember that.
It was awesome.
My Life
Daria.
as a Teenage Robot.
Daria, I love.
Daria, yes.
I remember that show.
Daria helped me through so many
La
times as a
la
teenager.
la la la.
Recess.
Oh, I could name
Recess.
nostalgic shows all day long because there's a game my husband and I play all the time. When we're feeling kind of down, we just we start random off fun things of our childhood. And TV shows are the biggest one. So you don't really want to get me going because I will go into like DuckTales, Goof Troop, every Disney show imaginable, Pound Puppies, the original, not the
Nobody wants
crappy
Chip
remake that's
Chip
made
and
in
Dale's.
Flash.
Well, how about
Chippendale's
this?
Rescue Ranger.
Instead of nostalging all over the thing, well, because you all obviously had. What channel did you watch most as a kid? Like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, WB, or Disney? Like, what was your most favorite one?
For
This is
me,
hard.
It would have to be before ABC took over. It would have to be Fox Kids, was my big one.
Not bad.
And then
I
ABC
can't even
Saturday
say
mornings.
That because I can't say that because so many of my things were disjointed because I would watch the Disney Afternoon, which was on Fox for some reason.
Yeah.
And then I'd watch Nickelodeon, and then I'd watch.
So you don't remember like which shows were which channel?
Oh no, I remember which shows were which channel, but the thing is that I watched them almost all evenly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
If you
not
actually
how much
tallied
you
up
watch
all
them.
the time.
Which ones were your favorite?
I got a better question for it, and this might make it easier. What was the channel you tuned into first on Saturday morning?
Cartoon Network.
Fox Kids.
Fox Kids for me.
Fox Kids.
What was funny is for me, every time I got up to watch something on Cartoon Network on a weekend, they had nothing worth watching. And so I would go to the other stations, to the local stations, and they would have like Fox Kids or ABC
Yeah.
Kids. Or
I had
one
to do
Saturday
a,
morning. Gosh,
yeah, I didn't
I
like
got the
that.
song in my head now. Great.
I remember this is how old I am, by the way. There was a thing I had to do in RA training, resident assistant training, called the Song Circle. And Song Circle is everyone stands around in a giant circle, and if you feel like starting a song, go in the center and start singing. And if anybody knows it or wants to help you, they'll jump in the center and sing it with you.
Oh, I remember that game. I
Let me
used to play that
guess.
all the time in theater.
Animaniacs.
Yeah, and people did like Mulan and Under the Sea, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna like blow their minds, man. I went in there sometime, some crimes
Go slipping through the cracks.
But these two, and like everyone is
Chippendale
blankly
Rescue Rangers.
staring
Yes.
at me, and I'm just like, oh fuck, I've made a horrible mistake. But I was devoted to it, man. I was like, there's no case too big, no case too small. When you need help,
kept going.
just call Chippendale. And then everybody was like, Rescue Rangers. Like, how the fuck do you not know the rest of the song?
Maybe they were just being dicks.
I should have done Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
Oh, don't make me start singing that one. 'Cause
Nobody. See, that's the thing. Everyone's just like, Darkwing Duck. Nobody remembers the full song. And
Yeah.
I remember the full song.
I'm so
bad
tempted
for
to
that.
start singing DuckTales now.
No.
But I
think- I
won't.
think
Feels
most
like a
cartoons-
hurricane here in
Jason, stop. I don't want to
Okay,
chug
stop,
tequila
stop,
until I
stop,
forget
stop.
that song.
Race cars, dangers, airplanes, it's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo!
It's like a hurricane, hearing duck bird, race cars, lasers, airplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo!
Special cameo appearance of my husband.
Thanks, Marius.
I will do 90s Disney songs for days.
I'm right there with you, Jason.
They were so catchy and good, though. I can't think of a show right now where I'm like, yeah, I want to listen to the theme song. There's no show like that.
Hey,
Like,
look,
the
I found this underrated animated kids shows list on IMDb.
Oh, cool. List some off. Let's see if I've watched them.
Okay.
Transformers animated.
Yes.
Yes, I actually watched that. That's actually a very good show when you cut out all the excess and watch the storylines.
Yep.
Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go.
That was on Disney XD for a little while.
Yes.
XD. Was that
vaguely
XD at the
remember
time, or
that.
was it just Toon Disney?
It was
It
on
was
Tuesday.
Toon Disney and then carried over into Disney XD
Yes.
to finish up its wrap.
Time Squad. Jeez, that's really pulling it back.
Oh, yes!
I don't think I've ever seen
Love Time Squad.
Time Squad was this really. I loved the show, but I can barely remember anything about it.
I recall
See, you
the
say
show.
Time
Amazing.
Squad, and I'm immediately thinking Power Rangers Time Force.
Yeah, I'm like
No, it was
Jason
this,
in that
it was
boat.
an animated show where it was like, it was a cop who was really buff and stupid, and a robot that was really wimpy and effeminate. And they picked up this little nerd kid from an orphanage, and they go back in time to fix up the little.
Oh my god, I remember this now.
Yes.
Mark Hamill was in that show. That caught me by surprise.
Mark Hamill was also in Super Robot Monkey Team
Time Squad.
Hyperforce Go.
Yeah, there's the logo for
Oh,
6 years
nice.
later.
All right, guys. I
Loved
gotta,
it.
Oh, I
I gotta
remember
jump
that
out of the
show.
podcast because it's time for me and my husband to get going.
Okay.
So,
We'll just have nostalgia fits while you're gone.
yeah. Well, you
Circle
guys said
jerk.
you keep the podcast going an extra 20 minutes without me, so I'm interested to hear what you guys are gonna say behind my back while I'm not here.
See, here's the thing: we
Lots of
can't,
panty and
we
stockings
can't
talk.
say anything because you're editing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's gonna be like, hey guys, I just left the podcast, and now here's the end of the podcast.
Fuck this bitch.
like I did for episode 13.5.
Right now. Do, do, do,
All right.
do.
Well, good night, everybody. I am leaving.
Okay. And she's
Oh,
gone.
fuck that bitch.
And she's gone. She was caught in a
Now it's a
landslide.
sausage fest.
She was caught in a landslide, eaten by a lion, and got run over by a crappy little scion.
all at the same
Yeah,
time.
All at the same
time.
That's pretty
It
unlucky.
was in Chile. We couldn't do anything about it.
Why when I said the word unlucky, I thought of Britney Spears' song "Lucky"?
Gross. Get
Why?
out of here, Chad.
Why did that pop up?
Because you, sir, have wonderfully horrible, disjointed memory conjectures like I do.
Oh,
My brain
Okay.
says something
Awful.
and then it goes in like 80 directions at once. It's like, I know what that references to. Oh, fuck, I know what that references to.
Right, says I can.
tell me something good. Get Britney Spears out of my head.
Let's
No.
hear. Men in Black the series.
Oh, Men in Black the series is actually really good.
Yeah, I vaguely remember.
Cubics. Oh my god.
Go.
Cubics was pretty good.
No,
pretty good.
Cubics was so bad.
Why are you saying that,
It
Jason?
was okay.
Because it had a horrible story. See, here's the thing. I will watch any, like, kids show if it can at some point convince me we've got a decent plot going on. If you can't convince me of that, I won't watch. Avatar snagged me from episode 1.
Yup.
It was just like, boy in the iceberg. Why is he in an
Iceberg
iceberg?
Pinata.
Yeah, why is he in an iceberg? What's going on? Why is this happening? Oh my god, he's the Avatar. What the fuck is the
The Avatar.
That is fucking awesome.
You know what's really cool is that most times when people come back, second series and stuff like that, it's not as good as the first. Legend of Korra is just as good as the first
Legend
series.
of Korra
It's amazing.
is amazing up to a point.
Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, it totally pulls the Deus Ex out of its own ass. But I have to admit, the reason it's that bad at the ending is because that was their episode limit. They clearly had a full 26 episode season that they wanted to tell. And that would have been amazing. Because
Yeah, it's ended quickly.
Episode 1 of Korra is amazing. Everything up until the final 2 episodes, you feel this emotional ramp that you're just being pulled up by the characters and everything else that's going on in this huge mystery that I'm not going to ruin because I'm sure some people may not have seen the season yet. But there's this huge mystery, and then there's little sub-mysteries that get solved, and so many other things. And they flush out the world so well, and they do flashbacks, and they do understanding of certain things like bending styles and how people are taught bending styles and how they might be used. And it's just like, holy shit, man, they just went like, we want to tell a bigger story than anything we were able to do in Avatar. We just want to do that. And you can tell that by the way she's taught airbending. When they go, hey Korra, we're going to teach you airbending, you're like, holy shit, that's right. That's the only element we were never shown in the original series. How do you learn this?
It got dark
It got
fast too.
dark, but it got like kid-friendly dark and adult dark at the same time.
Like I don't know how you put bloodbending in a kids show. Like I don't know.
Well, they did it in the first series, so.
But they didn't flush it out that much. Like it was pretty
No.
scary. Like
That
if I was
episode-
a 10-year-old kid watching bloodbending, I'd be really
that
scared.
That episode was scary, man.
Especially when the woman started bloodbending and all her veins like started popping out of her skin,
Yeah. And no, I thought it was scarier when they did it in the prison.
and they're
And, like-
all the people are just like chained up, and like Top's
Yeah, all
like,
the
I can
people are
hear people.
No,
Inside the
no.
mountain.
When she does the flashback to explain how she started bloodbending, and she has the rats, and then she just makes them all stand up and do this thing and sit back down and all this other stuff. And then the jailer, he's just walking along, and whoosh, there you go. That is a scary episode, man.
Yeah, that was their
Yeah.
Halloween episode.
Yeah, that was well worth the Halloween. And not to mention, it delved into something that they did in an earlier episode, which was Katara finding alternate ways to create water for her bending. She did it through sweat, whereas this woman will literally take anything around her and just bend it to her will. And it shows how dark people can go with their bending, and that the Fire Nation really isn't the bad guy sometimes. Sometimes it's just the normal insanity people can go through, the extremes that a mind can take and still justify it to itself.
Yeah, that was really creepy when she started like. I mean, I got you could waterbend water from air because air is mostly the components for water,
Right.
and
And
taking it from
there's
plants.
natural-
But that was just fucking creepy when she started bloodbending people into a mountain and chaining them up.
Right. And to her, that was justice. And it's one of those things where it's an allegory for people with power. She clearly had a power above and beyond everyone else. And to that end, she created her own form of justice for the injustice that had been done to her. But it's just that vicious cycle of, okay, you did this, and now here we are having to suffer for the sins of someone else.
Yeah.
There,
scary.
if you really look at it, Avatar is a really, really deep series if you're willing to sit and analyze it.
Yeah. Next season's gonna be good.
Next season's going to be amazing, 26 episodes.
Yes.
I really want to see what they're gonna do with Bolin.
I do want to see what they're going to do with Bolin. I want to see if,
Korra and
Who
Mako
the-
will make it.
yeah, I want to see who the main villain, who the main protagonist is going. Oh, by the way, can I go ahead and say called it? Because I don't
Spirits, yeah.
remember how many podcasts ago I said book 2 was going to be called either Spirits or Soul, and it's called Book 2 Spirits.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be Energy because energy bending.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Sure.
So, every time I saw like the city in Legend of Korra, my brain immediately was thinking, "This is just like BioShock. This is just like BioShock. This is wicked cool."
Yeah.
Did you guys do that too?
No, I have that. Only I tweaked it to go, okay, this is BioShock, but everyone doesn't have plasmids.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
the
yeah.
immediate thing that I went to. But yeah,
I was just like,
I
the
completely...
setting was like, oh my god, this looks so much
Well,
like BioShock. Like
Spoiler: next season,
cool.
Andrew Ryan's the villain.
A man
God.
chooses, a slave water bends.
Oh God.
No, no. What was so great about Avatar Korra? I'm just gonna call it Korra. Is that it is that huge juxtaposition of 80 years ago we didn't have all this technology. Really, if you sit down and look at it, the technology they have in Avatar is just so rudimentary. It's like, oh, we have catapults and we have boats, but they can only go so fast and they can only do so much. Up until the end of the season, and because of the machinist who was hiding out in the Western Air Temple, or the Northern Air Temple, they had all these sudden bursts of technology that came through, and you can see how people really took advantage of that and changed it into the world to adapt what they could do. And it was such a great way to show off that, oh man, it's just the juxtaposition of, oh man, the fastest thing we have is a boat. Oh, okay, we have cars, tanks, airplanes,
Submarines.
zeppelins, submarines.
Actually,
But
oh
you
yeah,
gotta,
they didn't have
you
submarines
gotta,
yet. My bad. Next season.
you gotta put that in though with how they had to rush the end of the season though too. Like they probably would have spread that out farther.
Yeah,
Obviously,
like developing
They
airplanes
could
out of
spread it over 10
nowhere.
episodes.
No. See, I believe it. That's the thing, is I believed it. Because they just did so many things at once in the first episode, if you sit and think about it. They have Korra on a steamship that gets there in less than 3 days from the South Pole to Republic City, which is sitting in the center of the world.
No, it's not.
It's
It's
in
on,
the Earth
it's on,
Nation.
it's on that edge of the Earth Kingdom.
Well, yeah, but that's they tried to make it a centralized area in the world that had a water adjacent to it, so that's where it ended up. It's far away from Ba Sing Se.
Yeah,
so,
Ba Sing Se is on the other side of the Earth Kingdom.
yeah. So they tried to make it as centered as they could. So there's that, and then when she gets off the boat, what's the first thing she runs into? She runs into a car. And then
What is this madness?
Yeah, it's a town full of cars, and then you see people in zeppelins, which is what the metal benders were using. So it didn't come out of left field that, holy shit, they have planes. It was like, oh, they have planes, and we just hadn't seen them yet.
Yeah, planes was like the next logical step from Zeppelin.
Yeah, it was. It was air travel. And obviously they had understood air travel because they had zeppelins, and zeppelins had the engines on them. And even every little thing that they did in the series made up for the fact that, oh man, there's a huge technology jump from... there's been this industrial revolution since Avatar Aang died. And you can tell that. I mean, look at Mako. Mako's the firebender, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, what does he do for a side job? He conducts electricity into a generator, which powers something. That alone is just genius. The fact that they went, oh man, firebenders can use lightning bending. Okay, if you can use lightning bending, come here, we're gonna, like, power a car or something.
Yeah, they're way farther ahead of us than we are then.
Well, yeah, they are. They're just like... How awesome would it be if you're just, like, at the side of the road? Oh, man, my
Honey, I need a
battery's dead.
recharge.
Oh, zzz.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Can I just say shout out to Milo? That kid's fucking
Milo
hilarious.
is hilarious. He's my favorite kid on Avatar. Or on Korra.
Nah, I
So
like it.
good.
I like Janora better, because she's just like, whatever.
Yeah, she's like, whatever.
Whatever. Okay, so going down the list still.
We're going down the list still because we got sidetracked like a mother.
The wild thornberries.
Nigel Thornberry.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty popular.
No,
That's
it was
not-
underrated apparently.
I loved it.
Nigel Thornberry.
I love you, Tim Curry.
Donnie.
I love you, Tim Curry.
I love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Abridged because it's just the main villain in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is named Dio, and not the guitarist.
Rest in peace.
And no, that's a joke they make constantly in the show. And they that's actually the theme song is Holy Diver, but it's the Kill Switch Engage version. And then when you see Dio for the first time, it's the Dio version of Holy Diver.
Nice.
So the voice actor who was Gang Jiba.
No,
Yeah.
Antfish.
Yeah, it was Antfish. You're right, Antfish. Gang Jiba did Avatar Abridged. Antfish did him as Tim Curry. So when you first meet him, he's Tim Curry from a Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh
He's like,
God.
prepare to be emancipated, ejaculated, captivated. And you're just like, oh my god.
Words with
And-
acculated.
Yeah, it really was. That's really what it was. He's just like, holy crap. Emancipated. And he does the, that sound effect that came after him every time he did that.
Oh.
Wow, this podcast got sexy.
This podcast just got sexy. Let's keep the
Baby.
sexiness up with the next series, which is Aladdin.
I'm just a sweet transvestite.
Next series is Aladdin.
You know what I heard about Aladdin? They actually planned in the third Aladdin movie, which was Aladdin and the King of Thieves.
Spoiler, it's his dad.
Yeah, spoiler, it's his dad. They planned to make the character Mosenrath, who was this mystic sorcerer in the
Be
series.
the villain.
No, they planned it to still be about the King of Thieves, but Mosenrath and Aladdin were going to be fighting over the title because Mosenrath was going to use it for evil, whereas Aladdin would kind of disband the group altogether because
Yeah.
they were going to be like this legendary group of thieves. And it was going to be revealed that Mosenrath and Aladdin were long-lost brothers.
Yeah, I always saw that in that series coming, but it never happened.
Yeah, they look so much alike. The character models are amazing. And
I don't remember the TV series.
yeah, it's really weird.
Mosenrath had like mystical powers, and he had a skull hand. Like he
Yeah,
had,
he had a
his
skeletal
hand.
hand because he had sacrificed it for power or something like that. So it gave him all these abilities and stuff like that. But he was supposed to be Aladdin's long-lost brother. Like, they had been trying to build that up, and that's why there was always this fierce rivalry between them.
yeah, it's a really good show.
Yeah, when they did plot episodes, like overarching plot episodes, those were good.
There was one when like Jasmine lost her memory and she became an evil princess.
Yeah, and
Oh yeah, I'm remembering.
Yeah,
it
there
now.
was one where Jasmine became like the queen of the Amazons, and when Aladdin went to save her, he ended up almost dying like 30 or 40 times because
She was trying to kill him.
yeah, she was trying to kill him, but only to save his life because men were forbidden on that island.
No, I was thinking about the time with when Abysmal gave her the blue flower.
Oh no, I know which one you're talking about, but there was another episode like that too.
Damn, you guys remember so freaking.
Dude,
Good.
you do not want to get in my memory. Like, that's why I don't get references a lot, is because my brain is so jumbled with stuff. You're going, oh man, I know every line from Retsupre. That's really good for you. I've seen every Retsupre, and oh, by the way, I've seen every episode of Aladdin, The Wild Thornberries, Transformers Animated, Transformers Prime, Transformers the Animated Series, Transformer, it just, there's a list in my head, and I'm just going, was that a reference to that show? No. Like, sometimes a line will pop into my head, and it will literally take me all day to remember where it's from.
Yeah, the one thing about
Omelette du fromage.
the one thing about Transformers Animated that I didn't like that much was Bumblebee could talk.
He had an annoying-ass voice.
Yeah, this is why he's not allowed to talk. Anyway, then it's Magus.
Magus?
Dennis the Menace.
I
Is
said
that what you
Magus.
said?
Oh, Magus XLR.
Oh, Megas.
I thought you
yeah.
said Minkus, and I was like, the kid from Boy Meets World that was written out?
Jason, stop
Love
making
that.
people know what's in your mind.
The college years were way better than like the grade
Yeah, but
school
only
years
because
in Boy
Topanga
Meets
was
World.
hotter.
And Eric Matthews was way fucking
Right?
funnier.
I don't watch this show.
Phoebe!
Anyway.
My name is Plays with Squirrels.
Anyway, My Life as a Teenage Robot.
That was a weird
Great
series.
show.
I watched like a few episodes of that.
It was
but
good. It was a good series.
okay.
I liked it a lot.
That was one of those shows that I really liked because it was on the fuck, what was the name of that? It was the Nickelodeon equivalent of
Nick TV?
no,
or
it was the equivalent to cartoons.
Oh,
Teen Nick?
Oh,
No.
oh yeah, cartoons.
Nicktoons. Oh yeah, cartoons. Oh yeah, cartoons was
Oh,
still.
that's where
Yeah.
it started.
Oh yeah,
but
cartoons was
it got its
still
own series.
Cartoon Network.
Yeah, but I remember it being like as in the same block as like it would be like the same thing as Cartoon Network's cartoon show.
Oh okay. I get what you're getting at now, but I don't remember the specific name of it.
Chalk Zone.
Chalk Zone was pretty good, but that's
I've
not on the
never
list.
I've never seen that show.
You've never seen Chalk Zone?
What?
I
Oh,
think I was a
sad
little
face.
old for it.
No, Jason, you probably like it a lot.
It came out like the same time. It was started on Oh Yeah cartoons, so it's not like it's the exact same time as all the
I
other
have
ones.
no idea what this show is. I really don't. But go ahead with the list.
Chalk Zone's like this show where like everything on a chalkboard that gets erased goes into this world called Chalk Zone, where everything's made of chalk. And special users have this magic chalk that if they draw a circle on a chalkboard, they can go into Chalk Zone, and they can
Oh.
make stuff inside it.
Rudy.
Why do I have a feeling that if this actually existed, there would be a lot of like dicks in the Chalk Zone,
There would be. They're in a different part of Chalk Zone though.
right? And just like a lot of half-solved math problems.
Oh,
and...
they've had episodes where they deal with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Rudy and Snap.
okay, go ahead with the list though.
Brandy and Mr. Whiskers.
Huh?
I've
Don't know.
heard of that show.
I've
but I
watched
don't
that
think I
show.
ever
It was-
watched it.
It was on Toon Disney in like 2004. That's why.
Okay.
Recess.
Recess.
Obviously
see,
great.
I did watch that some. That was a very funny series. That was a well thought out series.
Let's see here. Puka.
Got. Oh wait, no, I know that one. That was on like Disney, and it was like that anime ninja girl who made ramen or something like that.
Yeah.
I wasn't much Disney. Like, I watched some Disney shows, but I was way more Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network.
The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Too old for that one.
It was 1988 when that came out.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
that was actually what I grew up on, was the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Because I was like 4
So-
years old when that series started.
By the time I was, able to watch TV and recognize what the hell it was, I was probably like the series was already 8 years old. So
See, the
Goof
funnier
Troop.
thing... Oh, Goof Troop. Gosh, Max.
Whatever happened to Max? I liked him.
He went to college, remember? That's what all the Goofy movies were about.
I know.
Was Max is in college or Max is in high school.
and he got the
And
girl.
Goof Troop was just like the progenitor to that. It was just like, oh, hey, Max is in middle school. Although you never really saw him in school all that much.
Who?
Then it's Hi Puffy Amiyumi.
Hi, Puffy, I'm
Yep.
Yumi Go.
Buzz Lightyear of Star Command.
I remember a TV series about
Yeah,
that. It didn't last
that-
long, did it?
I think that lasted like 2 seasons, actually.
Let me just check really quick. It lasted, 2 seasons.
Oh!
Zorg.
Dave the Barbarian.
Oh!
I remember hearing about that show, but I have
Yes.
never watched it.
It's a pretty funny show if you ever just like sit down and watch it.
Okay.
Because
That was
it's
good.
the stereotype of the big burly dude who's a big pussy.
Oh, okay. Keep going down the list.
Kappa
Should probably
Mikey.
wrap. I got nothing on that series. I didn't even.
Nah.
Yeah,
I
but
get
it was alright. Cat Dog.
Oh,
How did they go to the bathroom?
I was just about to ask that. I was like, how do you poop?
How do you go to the bathroom in general? Like,
I always just assumed they had a zipper in the middle.
You know what?
somewhere,
I would have thought that too. I'd have been like, zzz. Oh, it all fell out. Okay, zip up.
I mean, they played on that joke multiple times in the show.
Right.
and that's the end of the list.
Oh, okay.
I knew
Oh, fine. Ooh.
every one of those
Tons
shows.
of missed shows, but okay.
I feel kind of good about myself that I knew all those shows.
That you knew all this.
I knew all those shows. I'm
Well, you were
surprised.
having a life. I made great memories with the TV.
Yeah,
Fuck
pretty
you.
much. The TV was my babysitter.
Do you guys actually have one favorite cartoon from when you were little? Because one sticks out really clearly in
What is
my
it?
head.
God, don't make me do this.
Ed, Edd and Eddy. Flat out my favorite.
Oh God.
Always
no.
has been, always will
I
be.
just brought up Yahoo and it made me horrible.
Huh. What happened?
Oh my God, what? Food Network stars Mark Summer car accident wiped out half my face.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, Mark Summers, great host of the old TV show Double Dare, Family Double Dare, and all those other great Double Dare shows, is now a Food
okay.
Network star. Had a car accident last week. He is currently 60 years old and hosts the Food Network TV show Unwrapped.
Yeah, I like that show. Wow, that's pretty horrible.
I know.
Yeah, that's not fun.
He's still alive,
Wow.
and he doesn't have any brain damage or anything. It's just superficial damage to his epidural layer, and the epidural layer is your skin.
Oh, well, plastic surgery has plenty of money,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, he underwent a 4-hour operation at the hand of a plastic surgeon following the accident last week.
Wow, so non-issue then.
Everything went back.
He's
Everyone
fine.
went back into place. In a few weeks, the swelling will go down, and no one will ever know. I'll be the new guy.
Okay, so.
But it was still
let's
kind of
move
scary. I was
on.
just, I don't want Mark Summers to die. He's so ingrained in my childhood. Like if
Summer
anyone ever
Summers.
says, "On your mark, get set, go," I hear Mark Summers in my head. Like it's on your mark, get set.
Jason, I'm going to spoil this for you. Everyone that you know is eventually going to die.
I know
Oh my god.
that technically means you're gonna die, Chad.
I know. And
Guys,
you
I hate
too.
to tell you this.
And Nightmare.
Don't.
I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die. I love when people say, I was a really horrible person at one point in my life where people were just like, oh man, someone's dying. And I'm just like, no, they're just doing it faster than the rest of us. And they were like, whoa, what's wrong with you? And I was like, we're all dying, you fucking idiots.
Yeah, we're all dying. It's called living.
Yeah, I was like, that's the high cost of living is dying.
You know, there was a a guy who had a seizure at Toronto Blue Jays Stadium this past week, and he died in the hospital. He had the seizure in the actual baseball stadium. They stopped for like 15 minutes. And then they have like a comment section on ESPN, and some people are like, oh, this is really sad, I feel bad for the family, and blah, 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 blah. And there's other people that are like, people die every day. I shouldn't feel bad about this,
I feel so
and they were making
bad,
jokes.
like,
I feel bad whenever I
so
say
bad.
that.
Like, I don't know this guy. I don't know this family.
That's exactly
Why should
it.
I feel
When-
bad for
when
them?
there's like, oh my god, it's a national tragedy and people in Colorado have lost their homes. I'm like, man, that really sucks for them. Well, I guess
people
I'll go
die every day.
I guess I'll go see a
Like,
movie now. I mean, I don't. Even when it's directly affected to me, the most I've ever been affected by someone going, oh man, something happened to me, is 2 times in my life. My friend told me she had breast cancer, and my uncle died. That's it. Those are the only 2 times I've been like, oh my god. When people are just like, oh man, somebody lost their home the other day. I was like, do we know them? Well, no, but it's a national it's a tragedy. Well, yeah, it's a tragedy for them. I don't give a shit, because if I can help them, sure. If I can't help them, if they're like in Colorado or San Francisco or Washington State or one of those other places that is always getting hit with a torrential downpour or fires or something like that, I can't do jack shit. Why should I care?
Welcome to the Jason is a Dick part of the podcast.
I know, right?
No, I agree with him. I agree with him
I
completely.
have such a huge sense of apathy. Like, I just don't care. I'm like, okay, someone in New England died during a winter snowstorm. So? Why does this matter? Well, did I die? No. I don't give a shit then. I don't need to care about everyone who dies, because if I did, I'd have no free time at all.
And there's a difference between one random person dying and like a national tragedy.
If there's a national tragedy, I will take a moment and I will grieve for the lives lost, as long as it isn't a natural disaster. If you're in a town and it's just like, oh man, it's gonna be flooded here in a few days. Yeah, I really am that. I'm nervous.
This picture, the picture I just dropped, will be on the podcast at the time, but it describes Jason perfectly right now.
It describes me perfectly. So, it's just like, if you're in the middle, okay, if you're in Tornado Alley.
I love Tornado Alley. It's where I go for all my fishing.
And you don't know a tornado is coming for you during tornado season, I don't give a shit about you anymore.
But Jason, a cyclone came by. We didn't see it coming.
If you don't know, like, there are people who actually sit in areas where they know natural disasters are going to happen. They have been highly predicted. People come out and go, hey dude, there may be a natural disaster here, or hey man, this is a really highly flammable place because of the dry, arid seasons and all that stuff. We may have to move you because of fires at some point during your lifetime. And they're like, okay, that'll happen. If that happens and they die, it's not like they didn't know the risks going in. This isn't one of those cool calculated things where, oh my god, an earthquake happened and 30 people died. That's horrible. But if it's like flash flood suddenly destroys small town, by the way, the same town was devastated by flash floods every year for the past 6 years, how did these people die then? They should have known to get the fuck out of the way.
But that doesn't even reach the pinnacle of human stupidity. I read the story this week about a fan who went to a Dallas Cowboys practice, and it was in Texas,
That's
August,
right?
sat down on a bench, got her ass burned,
and
is now suing the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes.
For sitting down on a metal bench in Texas in August.
Actually, that's one.
And she gets her ass burned, which, come on, it's metal in fucking
Funny
Texas.
story about
It's metal in fucking Texas.
And now she's suing them. Are you kidding
I'm sure
me?
like 90% of the people around her were like sitting on towels going, what the fuck is her problem? That girl's into some kinky ass shit.
It's the exact same people who sue McDonald's for making them fat. It's stupid.
Funny story about metal benches. Me as the pinnacle of all that is awesomely awesome, was in marching band for 4 years.
I'm so sorry. And I'm not sorry that you were in marching band. I'm sorry that you had to go to summer practices where they made you march for like 6 hours a day in the burning hot sun.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, I had friends in band, and they would just like call me in the mornings going, Jason, we have to go to practice. I'm like, good for you. I'm going to sleep some more. And then they'd call me back like after practice to go do something, and I'd meet with them, and they were like, dripping sweat, and I was like, how do you guys wear your uniforms and do this at the same time?
Oh,
Those
we
things,
don't.
like,
We don't practice in uniform, otherwise we die.
yeah, I was like, a couple of times they were like cool mornings, so they made them do it in uniform and then let them go change. I was like, you guys must have the rankest smelling uniforms ever, and they're like, you have no idea.
You're preaching to the choir, buddy.
Yeah.
Nightmare is currently suing them. So
No, I'm
He's
not. I'm not
he's
suing anybody.
Suing them. He has a repressed memory.
I have several repressed memories from band, but
He can't ever listen to the song "Shake Your Booty" ever again. It just brings up horrors.
Yeah, but because we used to have competitions like late at night. Like it would go from like we'd be at a stadium from like 6 till like 12 o'clock, and then leave back for home at like 12:30. Get there like 3 o'clock in the morning. And we used to spend like majority sitting in the benches after we were done performing, and we're on metal benches for like hours at a time. So one of my friends busts out his iPod. We're listening to Green Day because we're cool like that. And
Because that's a relevant band.
yeah, that's relevant. But the thing of Nuclear Winter comes up. It's like, hey, what's Nuclear Winter? I never heard of that. And then like I just look at him, it's like Nuclear Winter is that feeling you get when you put your bare ass against the cold metal stand in the middle of winter.
nice.
And then, like a jackass, my friend actually pulls his pants down so his ass is exposed and does it.
Oh, ass stuck to
Yeah,
bench.
his ass got stuck for a bit.
He's actually still
His
sitting there.
Oh God, people are stupid.
And then I told him, like, dude, it could have been worse.
I mean, sometimes I am human stupidity personified. Sometimes.
No, but then I told him, like, actually, I'm wrong. Nuclear Winter would be putting your bare balls against
Oh, God, why are you doing this to us?
No, see, that's the best thing is I've been watching Arrested Development, and there's this one episode where they like think they've caught the patriarch of the family, and they have this photo and they think it's a landscape, and the lawyer who's played by Henry Winkler, the Fonz from the 70s,
Hey.
looks at it and goes, "Those are balls." What? Yeah, those are really up close pictures of balls. When you see them that close, they all look like terrain. And of course, the narrator immediately goes, and he's right. They were balls, specifically, and then they go into the explanation. If you haven't ever watched Arrested Development, it is a hilarious show. It's just got this weird kind of humor to it, and once you settle into it, you're just like, oh man, this is the best show ever created.
But yeah, so that's my weird...
That just reminds me of the Everybody Loves Raymond episode where Marie, became a sculpturist and she made this really great sculpture, and then Ray immediately sees it. That's a vagina, a giant vagina, and then no one sees it, and then he points it out and it's like, that's all they can see now is that it's a giant vagina. It's such a great episode.
But yeah, so I might tell future marching band stories because I've got a ton of them.
Well, it is getting that time. Well, kids are already back in school and all that stuff, so we may have missed our timely window for marching band kids to be like, fuck yeah, we've been through that shit.
Oh, not really, because it's still like the dead of August. People are still doing their summer training.
We've been going for about an hour and a half now. A good half hour without Kisty. I think it's about time for us to wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. Say goodnight, guys.
Let's not make Kisty mad.
Let's not make Kisty mad. She's gonna have to edit this shit.
Fucking bitch.
Edit shit.
I've been trying to remember what version of my high-pitched voice scares the crap out of Night Mari, because I think that's the lollipop Jill, the lollipop Jill.
No, it's
I can't
not.
remember.
That's not the one.
Oh, okay. I may have to go back and listen to the episode to be like, oh, I have to put it higher.
So this is
Keep
this
trying.
is sadly Jason's final episode on the podcast.
Oh, no, that's when I have to get a job and move, because then I'm not sure what my schedule is going to be like, and that'll suck.
Yup.
Then you won't be able to get mad at Darksiders 2 all day.
What?
Why would you be mad?
Your tweets
Dude,
are so
I
angry
just-
all the
What
I
the
time.
have
fuck
had
happened to my mini map?
Oh, dude, no. Some of them are.
Why is this boss so fucking
Why is
hard?
the boss so... You know why I found out the boss was so fucking hard?
You weren't powerful enough to deal with him?
Yeah, I was doing it 5 levels under where I was supposed to. So every time he hit me with one attack, it almost automatically killed me. Like, I might as well just go ahead and die.
Oh, hey, it's Sephiroth.
How many times did you die before you realized, maybe I'm too weak?
I didn't give up. I did a bunch of side quests, and I did a bunch of main quest missions, and I leveled up like 3-4 times, and then I was like, okay, this bastard's mine. And I did it, I had a strategy, and I had better weapons, and then all of a sudden I realized, oh wait, I've set up my skill tree to where I regain my magic in a specific way after I cast something. So all I did the entire thing was I would take pot shots at him to get my mana up, and then I'd summon all my demons, like my little Scribbles and Jub and them like that. And I have it set in the skill tree to where when they die, they explode and do a certain amount of damage. So I had them just going after him the whole time. I would just like stay at a distance and do what I needed to do to get my mana up, and then I'd summon them, and then they'd all go attack him, and he'd attack them, and they'd blow up and causing like massive damage every time they do it. So it's like, man, I'm a fucking idiot for not figuring this out sooner.
Man, Jason, that's like
giving out
saying
pro tips.
you want to go against Sephiroth at level 5.
I ended up beating him like 2 levels under where I was supposed to be able to take him on.
Yeah. Did you get that Murder of Crows ability?
No, I have the ability to unlock it. I have chosen not to yet.
As soon as I get that ability, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna split myself into many versions and attack people.
No. It just summons crows. It doesn't split you into crows.
That'd be cool though.
Yeah, but I don't like it because it doesn't do enough damage. I like my minions more because they blow up on death, and there's a lot of cool stuff where you can do a lot of area of effect damage. Like what is it? Harvest. Harvest is my favorite get out of jail free card. Sometimes when you just got like a ton of enemies swarming you, just use Harvest, and Death's true form reveals and does like this huge swipe of his scythe.
What does War look like when he does that kind of thing?
He doesn't, because in Darksiders they don't allow you to, because the Charred Council, which is this ruling body over heaven, hell, and mankind, they like keep the balance more or less. Takes away so much of his power that you don't get to see War's true abilities until the end of the game, and by then you only get to see it in like a cutscene, because he's been so hampered by the council that they've stripped him more or less like a quarter of his strength, and everything you do in Darksiders is slowly to regain stuff that you've lost, like your chaos form or weapons that you had or things like that.
So Chaos form isn't what his look like, or
no, that is not his true form.
So guys, what happens when Death dies?
then everybody can never. Then nobody can no longer die.
Yeah.
Wow,
I like how we
just
went
answer my
from
question.
wrapping this up to Angry Darksiders tweets.
Okay, I just got 2 questions left about Darksiders.
Okay.
Do you see? Have you met? Is Strife in there yet?
Strife is mentioned a couple of times, but so far Death is the only person you meet. You meet a lot of characters you meet in Darksiders, but other than that, no, you have not met any of the other horsemen.
And have they mentioned?
So no pestilence?
Yes. So no double guns for Strife.
No Strife, no Fury.
Damn, I was hoping for Fury because I've seen a picture of what she's
Well,
supposed to look like.
Here's the thing: is I'm kind of going to spoil the end of Darksiders 1 a little.
Okay, you can do that. It's
Okay, it's a
No,
it's a-
don't. No, seriously, don't. I haven't played it yet, and I'm purposely not getting it spoiled.
No,
for
no,
me.
no, no. This will not spoil anything because it's the obvious conclusion to the game.
No, what do you mean the obvious conclusion of the game? That's the conclusion of the game. If you're saying the conclusion of the game, that's the goddamn spoil. Don't you dare say the goddamn ending of the game, man. That's the fucking spoiler.
What do you know about Darksiders? Do you know anything about the story?
No.
Okay, then I'm not going to say a word.
okay. So Jason,
Thank
you can
you.
say it after
Thank
the
you.
podcast.
Okay, well we'll let Chad lead the call.
Yes. Say it tonight, Mark.
No, we'll tell Chad to
Holy
leave for like
shit.
2 minutes and then he can come
Yeah.
back. Okay, so on behalf of everybody, we're just saying get the fuck out
Oh,
of
wait,
here.
what was your second question?
Oh, my
You
second
didn't
question
ask
was about Fury, but okay.
it. No, we don't meet Fury. We don't meet Strife.
I thought they were supposed to be in this game though.
I can't. I'll go ahead and say it because it's not plot driven in any way. After you do a certain mission, you get Strife's gun, but they don't explain why the person gives it to you or how they had it to begin with or anything like that. It's just, oh, here's Strife's gun, and then you're like, how did you get this? And their answer is, oh, this isn't the horseman's gun, it is somehow got here. So they leave it very vague as to how someone got a hold of Strife's gun and is now giving it to Death.
Okay.
There's no, like, direct answer. It's just like, oh, it got here, and since you're a horseman and it's a horseman's gun, we're just gonna give it to you.
Yeah, and then Fury has a whip.
Yeah, Fury has a whip. I was kind of sad that I would have kept Fury and lost what's the other one's name?
Strife,
and replaced Strife with Pestilence.
Pestilence actually sounds cool.
As a horseman, I would have done that.
I like Pestilence.
I just like, because, you know...
Hold on, let me just ask the obvious question. Chad, do you know what Pestilence is? What is
Yes.
it?
Okay.
It's when you don't eat and you get sickness and stuff like that.
No. Pestilence is any illness ever.
Yeah, I know. As I said, sickness.
Okay. No.
I watched Supernatural.
Yeah.
I watched Supernatural.
Actually, they did a really good
They did the Four
They
Horsemen.
did a really good representation of all the Four Horsemen.
I never watched
Supernatural.
it. I never watched it.
But that's the
I
thing.
love
I,
Supernatural.
when they said, "Oh man, here come," when Darksiders came out and they said, "Here come the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse," and they mentioned death, and then they have war as the first protagonist. I'm like, "Oh man, Pestilence and Famine are coming in next."
They didn't show up.
Yeah.
No, they renamed them Fury and Strife.
Well, that's not so bad.
I'm okay with Fury, because Fury I get. That would need to be a horseman. That could replace Famine. Yeah. But Pestilence, I think it's a necessary thing as a horseman. Like, if you're imbued with power, you have all your bases covered with the Four Horsemen. You have death, you have war. You have things that lead to each other. You have war being the first horseman, Pestilence being the second horseman, Famine being the third horseman, and then ultimately everyone succumbs to death, which is the fourth horseman. That makes logical sense to me. But if you want to change it up with the Darksiders thing, Fury and Strife don't make sense to me. They need to come before war.
So when do panty and stockings appear?
They appear.
That's a DLC.
Yeah.
THQ hasn't come out with it yet. They're working on it. But that's what I don't like. Like, if it was...
Yeah, I don't like
Fury...
that Death doesn't take off his underwear and use that as a gun.
Yes. No, I'm saying if the horseman was Fury, War, Pestilence, Death, that would be okay with me, but not Fury, Strife, War, Death.
Chad just lost it.
I know, Chad just lost his shit. I'm trying to carry on.
Carry on.
I'm a soldier.
You're a soldier of death. Continue.
I love that game, though. I really do. Darksiders 2 is an amazing game. If you haven't played the original, please play the original.
Shout out to Death's Panties.
Oh my god.
Oh god! Considering that you actually have the ability to dress your character in
Hipster scarves.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
hipster
crying.
scarves. Yeah,
The hipster
some
scarf.
hipster scarves are really good. Is it just me, or when he gets those on, does he look like Kane from the Legacy of Kane?
Yeah, he does.
He does. He just looks just like him. But I should probably say let's be done with this so I can go back and finish the boss I'm on.
Okay.
So if Death takes off his panties, does that mean
Death
War's
takes
have
off-
to take off his stockings?
War's-
Death
yeah,
takes
War
off
has
his
stockings.
panties, and they become his scythe.
And no, it's like no. It'd have to be Strife has like two panties because he has two
Yeah,
guns.
Strife has two pair of panties.
And
Well,
War has
I guess,
stockings.
yeah, War has stockings, and Death has to have stockings too.
No,
for his
War.
scythe.
No, Death P has knee socks
He has knee socks. Okay.
because that's
So
what knee
what
socks.
What does
become.
Fury have? Like
A whip?
stripper tassels or something?
No, I think that'd be. It's not Garter
A stripper
because
ball.
Garter becomes a mini gun.
I didn't know that. That's kind of awesome.
How about a sports bra?
Sports bra. I don't know. She has some rockin' tits.
The four sexy horsemen.
The four sex-
Four horsemen of the sexalypse.
the
Sexy,
sexual
I guess,
lips.
horsewomen.
The sexpocalypse. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh god.
I'm really waiting now because so many women do cosplay of male characters. I'm waiting for when they reveal.
Sexy Death.
I am waiting for Sexy Death and Sexy War and Sexy Strife and Sexy Fury.
Fury's pretty sexy already.
There was actually a really good cosplay group this year doing the Bunny Avengers.
Oh God.
And what it was these women dressed up in Playboy Bunny outfits, you know, the unitard Playboy Bunny thing, but they all had Avengers-themed bunny outfits on. Like, one woman
Bunnies.
had the Thor thing going on, and another wore a purple one, and she painted her skin green, so she was the Incredible Hulk, and another one had a purple one with a bullseye in the middle, and that was Hawkeye, and another one had a giant hourglass on it, and that was Black Widow. And
Wow.
they were really well done. If you go look up them up, they probably should be on whatever they are. Google.
Googles.
The
Googles.
HTV bunny.
Google it.
Google the HTV bunny.
Oh, that's just...
Someone's gonna cosplay as the HTV bunny.
Yes.
A sexy cosplay.
Yes. Sexy Google.
Sexy Google.
Sexy
Oh,
Google.
God. Oh, God. Those floppy ears.
Okay, let's end it without bestiality.
Well, you should probably say what Kissy always says. Send in more intros.
Send in more intros.
So.
Please make them MP3 format or WAV so we can use them properly. And, of course, please use the SoundCloud. Don't just send in looping music and someone going, it's the Just Fuck It podcast.
Yes. So.
Because we have had a lot of those. That's why we're out of intros, because we don't use shit ones.
Yeah, we have somewhat standards.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so on behalf of the JFI podcast, I'm your host saying, get the fuck out of here.
Go fucking play Darksiders.
Fuck.
Yeah, go fucking play Darksiders. Bye, everybody.